Hi, welcome back to tuning into the One and For Better Living Now. This is Milan with the video series on life hacks, bits, and bytes from the Signature Success Breakthrough Method. These are quick 5, 10, 12, 14-minute videos to help you get better results today, right now. If you want to find out more about the full method and the full free training, go to forbetterlivingnow.com/yes. Today is all about how to be able to bring out our best mindset pieces, our little bits and bytes that help us to organize our mind. Because we want to be able to create more peace, more harmony, and more insightful mind options with positive, proactive, organized mindset pieces each day, each situation, and each relationship. So we can do it better, easier, and quicker, and so we can access that as soon as possible, and that means being able to say yes to peace of mind, being able to say yes to keeping calm and to being even keeled, so we can get those quality of life outcomes we want better, easier, and quicker. So we know how to get those outcomes in days and weeks and months instead of taking years or decades. So we can get there now, not someday. So video 9, mindset pieces, bits, and bytes for better living now. Today, right here. It's part of step 4 in the method of up-leveling mindset skills and having that up-leveled mastery level of being able to see things in a calm, even-keeled way, to have that exuberance and that inspiration, that motivation, and to avoid having the wrong kind of blow-ups that can lead to thermonuclear meltdown emotionally and mentally. So the mind and a powerful mindset and mastering life's mindscape pieces are critical. What is the mind? Well, we know the brain is inside of our body physiologically, but neurologically, the mind doesn't really have a repository when we're looking at our anatomy. What we're looking at and talking about is things like consciousness, awareness, when we have those insights, when we're feeling our feelings and our emotions and having thoughts. It's the exercise of our willpower. It's where we get our inspiration, our motivation. It's how we tap into our imagination, our creativity, our rational, conscious, intelligent, mindful, reasoning, focused mind and mindset pieces. Basically, it's how we think and feel, and it's incredibly important, impactful, and decisive to look at this so you can take it from the unconscious or the ignorant or the not knowing what you don't know and really be able to master these pieces to live a better, balanced, more even-keeled, insightful life that gives you everything you want and deserve. So what is it and what does it do? The mind and our mindset affects and determines how we see life, how we feel about life, and how we feel in life. It gives our life meaning, and it's how we give meanings to our life journeys. It's all about how we're attempting to create our optimal quality of life outcomes by organizing those mind pieces. So we can look at our life filters and the life lenses through which we're looking at stuff as our mind and our mindset. So how do we master our mindset? Well, we want to organize our mindscape. So it's like landscape, all kinds of different areas where we think about topography, like a map or something, right? Well, you can map out your mindscape. And these are some of the qualities that you're looking for to be able to get into a more optimized place on the mindset bits and bytes. Equanimity, being even keeled on the inside instead of losing it on the inside. Because when we lose it on the inside, let's face it, good things usually don't happen. Being patient, being thoughtful, being calm versus getting upset and rushing through something. We want to be able to have a adept, focused, strong. So just like you work out your physical body, this is like exercises for mental muscles to be able to use and use them effectively to get more of what you say you want most. So emotional maturity and emotional intelligence versus emotional meltdown. So ask yourself, again, back to key questions. What are the places and spaces where we react quickly, where you react quickly, where I react quickly? Milan, what are the places and spaces where you react quickly? Okay, that's some insight. I want to go there and look at that. What are the places and spaces that most are in need of peace of mind in my life right now? Ask yourself that question, because that is a powerful way that you can get more of what you want by looking at where those emotional, distressful, lack of disciplined mental fitness, mental muscle use. So how do we do that? Tools and skills. Get clarity on the spaces and places where you get upset, where you're impatient, where you're short-tempered, where you're nervous, where you're in a rush, where you're hurried, and where you're quick to react. And then ask yourself key questions around this when or where when it happens, okay? What is it that's upsetting me and making me lose it? Why is it so upsetting to me? When I feel stress, anxiety, and worry, when is that? I feel it most when? I feel stress most when? I feel anxiety most when? When I worry about something, what is it around? Worrying is usually related to stuff from past life experience. So worrying is about the past, anxiety is about the future. But they both have the same kind of mental bits and bytes that can take us down a road. And oftentimes we think that worry equals love and caring. And stress can sometimes make us incredibly stupid over time, even in the quick. How many times have we had to apologize for something or feel like, oh my God, I can't believe I did that? It's usually because of a mental and emotional breakdown, some kind of meltdown that had you going down the wrong place. So what's the worst thing and what's the best thing that can happen in a given situation? So when it comes to stress, anxiety, worry, ask yourself, what's the worst thing that can happen here and what's the best thing that can happen here? And then you want to ask yourself, what's really real here? Look at that fear and ask yourself, what are you really afraid of? And the usual stuff will pop up. When it pops up, look at it and then ask yourself, what's the best thing that can happen? Because you want to be able to switch that and take it to a better place. So ask more key questions. What are my biggest life successes and biggest life bottoms? Understand that worrying doesn't equal care and love. Stress can make you stupid. And then put in those pattern interrupts and reframes, just like we've been talking. Pattern interrupts and reframes can be such powerful tools, and they're simple, easy phrases we can use every day, okay? So when there's the deeper work, we want to go beyond the symptoms, then we have to get deeper into the anecdotes and the narrative stuff that's below the surface. So we want to do the deeper work. But first, we can even tackle the simple stuff on the surface, convince ourselves that there's really nothing to be afraid of, and put in pattern interrupts, reframes, and mantras to be able to deal with it. Because we want to start taking these quick wins and build towards long-term shifts to be able to make lasting change and have that be part of how we wake up, how we work through our day, and how we live our lives, and how we are able to get restful sleep at the end of the cycle. So how you start the day, how you end the day, and that kind of like daily life sandwich, what do you fill it up with? Because we want to build towards long-term shifts with lasting change and optimal mindset up-leveling success and mastery of those bits and bytes to fill in those missing pieces. Because aligning our mindset pieces with tools for success means putting up stuff like visual anchors or reminders of what's most important to you, like doing a vision board or putting something in plain sight. Little post-its on the vanity, on the car dashboard, on your computer monitor or laptop for positive, proactive pieces which you can use as daily reminders. Have a visual picture or multiple visual pictures or visual pieces around your physical environment to remind you of what's important to you, so you can keep using those as your anchors, as your little pattern interrupts, as your reframes of what's important to you. Play inspiring or mellow music that elevates you or inspires you or motivates you or just keeps you even keeled, and set the tone and intention daily to focus on positive life affirmations. And then start and keep your day focused on the right foot rather than feeling like you woke up on the wrong foot and things are heading in the wrong direction. So we're going to tackle more of this in the next video, because this is a pretty involved subject, and we're just kind of hitting the highlights and the top pieces, the kind of headlines. So aligning our inner and outer mindset will be continued in part 2 on video 10. And again, remember, get those quick wins. Use those affirmations, those reframes, those pattern interrupts, visual cues, everything to build towards that long-term shift and start going deeper on what it is. Because once you go deeper and deeper and deeper, you will be amazed at how peaceful and how flowing your day can be. And even when something on the outside happens, you're like in the eye of the storm, holding that peace, holding that space, and really feeling good, knowing that something as simple as closing your eyes, breathing in relaxation, and exhaling out stress can be the simplest and the best way to just immediately shift your mindset focus, shift that place and space, and be in a better place and space that you want to be in rather than whatever's taking you down at the moment. The two most important days in your life are the day you're born and the day you find out why. Your mind is one of the best places to get insight on who you are, what you're all about, and that even-keeled, insightful, peace of mind place is really allowing you to become more of a receiver than a constant communicator of all kinds of inner chatter. Slow it down, use your mental muscles, your mind muscles, build them up, use these simple tools, and we'll get into even more on the next video. If you want to reach me, you can write me at hello@forbetterlivingnow.com. And as always, thank you and see you next time. This is Milan on the video series of Life Hacks, Bits, and Bytes, wishing you amazing, amazing, amazing life success and mastery. I'm signing off. Bye for now.